Okay, I think we're live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm just waiting for the go live button on Instagram. And the technology gods may be with us.
Perfect. Perfect. You know, one of the boys said to me tonight, we were talking about um, like doing YouTube videos and stuff, and he said, Aunt Barb, how do I go viral? I said, buddy, I don't even know how to get logged in.
Boy, oh boy.
Sorry,
Yeah,
folks. I thought it'd be okay with not coughing.
do you have your water nearby?
I have tonight. I am sporting a raspberry cream Earl Grey tea in my mug that Red bought me quite a few years ago. It's my favorite mug.
It's a good mug.
Mhm.
I recently realized I can still drink some herbal teas. Because I have that whole gut issue. I can't have chamomile and I can't have chicory. So that like takes out so many herbal teas.
Do you know what just
Um,
happened to me? I'm sorry. I'm
no,
totally interrupting you. Like no flies in the house at all for probably 2 months. Guess what just landed in my cup of tea?
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
And it's dead. Like, well, of course it is. It's hot tea. I'm not gonna eat the fly, but I'm definitely gonna drink my tea because, you know, that's the kind of girl I am.
And that's funny because if a fly touched Grandpa's food, it was like instantly in the garbage.
I know because he's like, well, it's shit in there. Well, yeah. So what? The stuff they eat is the stuff we eat. So,
See if
whatever.
we can get some more lighting. This is kind of a dark hole. The cave that I quilt in.
I'm
If
incredibly bright tonight.
people are wondering what's behind me, it's actually my lawn.
So,
So stitching.
yeah,
Is your project still on timeout?
no, I did pick it up. Um, I have since picked it back up and got some work done, but not as much as I would have liked. But my branches, I've since fixed my. This is so difficult. I've fixed my branches, and you can see I still have a needle in my work and a thread there that I was working down. So I think I still have 2 sets of branches to go.
We're pretty
And then,
close to the same spot.
yeah, well, unfortunately,
Life happens.
well, yeah, and as you can hear, folks, I've got a cold, and I'm really hoping the tea will keep me from coughing in your ears, but it was my turn, right? That whatever cycled, it was my turn to get it, and unfortunately, I got it, and I have some stuff on my needles that I need to get done for Christmas. So
Speaking of which, are you going to show a photo of the hat you just finished?
I haven't blocked it. I was going to block it, but I decided, oh, I can't block it yet because I really want to show it in this video. So this was a request. This was a request.
This is not PG, folks.
Well, it is. I mean, like if you go to a farm, it's what you're going to see on a farm.
It's true.
I'm, after all this time, I have not figured out how to use this camera yet. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this hat pattern is called fornicating deer. And Friday night, I showed Robbie the pattern, and he said, I need that in my life. So I stopped everything I was doing
Mhm.
and put that on my needles and finished it up this morning. So,
Look who's decided to join us. Oh,
who,
and she just ducked out.
who, Jennifer or Audrey?
Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer. Yeah,
Well, she's
so
staying out of trouble. She's staying off of the quilt backing, so.
that's good. I've got other stuff in the works on my needles, but I can't show it because I'm assuming, well, I know a couple of those people watch these videos,
Hmm.
so they'll just have to
I
wait.
I'm having trouble with stitching right now because my hand is just not up to snuff yet. Still
Mm.
can't cut with a rotary cutter. We were supposed to go out for steak for dinner. Well, I was getting steak. My husband hates steak. Um, and I'm the only one who eats it at home. So, hey, nine, back, back, back. Sorry, you're
Good
not allowed here.
Lord, you scared the shit out of me.
Sorry. Come here. Yeah, troublemaker. Sorry.
Scared the
I
hell
can
out of
just
me.
see in the camera the little paw starting to go over. Like, I'm gonna curl up on this.
Oh, well, I've got my face down this week. I'm still working on my sweater, so.
Yeah. Um, so I haven't been able to stitch. I am doing some exercises to help with my hand strength, and hopefully it gets closer, but it hurts to go like this. So,
Hmm.
but I have been able to start getting up to speed on my long arm quilting. So we've got a few people in the queue.
Oh, that's pretty. I love the colors.
And then we just did a topography kind of quilting on it so that the piecing stays front and center. So
Hmm.
she has two in and just about done hers. Although the joke's on the cat. If she went to curl up on that quilt frame, I don't have it chucked in, so she it's rolled, it's ready to go, but I've learned to not snap them because when she thinks, oh, this is going to be a cozy little hammock I'll curl up on, and creates another half hour of work for me because I have to get it all stretched and steamed back. Now it drops her to the floor very quickly.
Hmm. Do we have a mom or an Aunt Deb or an Aunt Kate's or an Aunt Brenda? Oh my gosh. She checked in last week. I miss her.
Yeah.
And you know what? I actually might send her one of the videos that I sent to the Hoo Haws a couple of weeks ago because it is ridiculously funny. Oh, there's Purr. Jennifer the Calico Kitty who acts like a total ginger.
She does, doesn't she? She's like
Absolutely.
full on.
Yeah. She is
Are you going?
spicy. She is a spicy kitty.
No, you're not going on the keyboard. Maybe I should not have done this at home. She has trouble today.
Yeah.
um, yeah, it was nice catching up with Aunt Brenda.
Hmm. So has
Hmm.
anybody else done their Stitchy project?
All I've seen so far is Linda. Um, I've been a little, I don't know if it's sneaky, but I've been watching like some of the statistics in the back end, and I think most people are at week 3 or 4 right now
Okay. Well, that's
because
okay too.
that's where I see the views. And you know what? The whole point of this was to get out of your comfort zone, try
Hmm.
something new,
Hmm.
and not be stressed out by it. So
That's
there
right.
is no pressure to be done on time, which is obvious by where you and I are at.
Well, exactly. And It's one of those things. So I know lots of people travel in the winter time, right? You get on a plane, and this
Hmm.
is probably the easiest thing you can take on a plane, right? To sit and stitch in an airport or on a plane or on a beach. I mean, I've done it. I've stitched on a sailboat, not on a canoe, but I've taken some on a canoe adventure with me before. So,
Yeah.
it's just, it's one of those easy things that packs up tight. And I'm hoping, though, to have mine done. I have a week off at Christmas. Oh my gosh, I am so here for it. And it's just been incredibly busy, right? Because the farmers just got out of the fields here in Ontario, probably, I don't know, well, just before the snow flew.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's still some crop on the ground, but that's okay. Once the farmers are out of the field, I'm the first person they want to talk to. So,
Hmm.
there's lots of things to do. So it's been really busy at work and busy at home, and now it's the Christmas rush, right? Now we've got presents to purchase and presents to wrap and things to make and bake. We have Robbie's grandma actually turns 99 this year on
Wow.
on Christmas Day. So Robbie's mom has organized and is putting on a big family Christmas dinner and birthday come and go tea. So they're happening on the same day. And that's not next weekend, it's the following weekend. So
Are you
I've,
bringing 99 red balloons?
no, no, I'm not. Because,
Sorry.
oh my gosh. One, I hate blowing up balloons. Two, I hate tying balloons. And three, I hate when they pop. But no, I've been tasked with, I'm making grandma's. Do you remember grandma's like multigrain buns, like the oat? I think they were called porridge buns or something. Do you remember those?
Yeah, that's what you would have with soup at her house.
Yeah, so I'm making those because they're, well, one of my favorites, and two, so I'm making the homemade buns, white buns, and the porridge loaf, and a treat of some sort. I haven't decided which, and Robbie's making cabbage rolls, so.
Banana bread?
No, not making banana bread. Actually, just threw out two bananas.
Really?
Yeah, I have a freezer full of bananas, and I'm just like, I don't have the patience right now for this. So,
That's fair.
mm-hmm.
Do what you gotta do to stay sane. So I am really glad that we did this the way we did, because, it's only to me that it really looks incomplete. Maybe I should finish the bottom half of this candy.
Or just
Um,
pull it off and finish it. Just do some presents at the bottom. Put put the year like you would
yeah.
on well, on mine I'm putting the year at the bottom like you would see on a Danish plate, and then I'm going to write Merry Christmas on it. And I'm not sure if I'm just going to do English or if I'm going to do just Danish or if I'm going to do both.
Oh, I'm adding the words for Merry Christmas. I'm going Danish. It's like 7 letters. Go you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. 7 letters is a lot easier than Merry Christmas. It's like my
Right?
it's like my whole name there. No way, man.
Oh, gosh, yeah. So
Yeah.
what else have you been up to? Have you been doing any other crafts or you're just super busy with work and
Work's been fairly full on,
mhm.
and I've been tired this week.
Yeah,
I've
me
been tired
too.
this week. We have someone using the store for a photo shoot tomorrow and videoing some of their videos for something. And unfortunately, the person who was going to let them in tested positive for COVID, so
Oh
she's
no.
staying. Yeah. And then my backup person thought she wasn't needed, so she left. She's gone north, which is totally fair. So we were just before I jumped on, we were figuring out how are we making tomorrow work because I've committed to
Mhm.
doing this. So
Yeah.
Audrey's pretty excited. We accepted her version where she stays home from school and emails her teacher to get what she's working on for the day.
I have to say that's a pretty good gig.
Yeah, so it was a PA day for her on Friday, so that means it's
Oh,
4-day weekend for her.
super long weekend.
She was here for it.
I get that. I was off on Wednesday actually. Well, it was a snow day. We got hammered. We got
Oh,
hammered
did
with
you guys?
we did, and the roads were terrible, and I was sick, like super, super sick, and I just said the roads are bad. I'm sick. I'm not going to work. Somehow I muddled through last week. I don't know how I got through the week, but I did. Um, so anyway, and we're supposed to get another, I think 5 centimeters come in. I think we got like 2 feet or something in like 12 hours.
That's a lot.
It was a lot, yeah. So, yeah, but the mums are plowed out and
Well, that's good.
all the kids in the neighborhood are happy. You can
Oh,
hear
yeah.
you can hear all the snow machines. Oh my goodness, Tammy, you want to laugh so hard. So we picked up the boys tonight.
Hold on. When Barb says snow machine, she means snowmobile.
Yeah, it isn't it's a snow
No.
machine.
Yeah,
Eh,
okay.
whatevs. You see, remember like that shaving, what I call it, a shaving stick? Anyway,
Yeah.
that was a few videos ago. Um, excuse me. Anyway, on the way home, one of the boys was talking about getting on a snow machine, and he's like, he said, I think I want to take Annie Keats for a ride, but I think I'm also going to do wheelies with her on the back. so so I texted Annie Keats, and she's like, right on, bring it on, buddy. So funny. Oh gosh. She's
Oh,
so much fun. Those boys love her. And
yeah.
they call mom Granny Sue. Oh,
Not Sue. Tim brought home. It's he doesn't even think Mom's grainy, but whatever. He brought home this bar from Denmark, and it's called Grainy Sue. It's like chocolate mixed with all kinds of grains.
yeah, I do remember that actually. It was kind of like a protein bar. Oh, speaking of treats from Denmark, that bag of candies you sent,
Yeah,
yeah, there's none left.
it was good, eh?
Demolish them. And all of my black licorice, I- I'm not even embarrassed, like devoured.
And
And
how's your high blood pressure? Because
oh,
they're
it's
salty.
good. Oh, it's
Okay.
good. I haven't checked it. It's fine. Sure of it. And then the
Oh, okay.
marzipan, I bought 4 pounds. 4 pounds of marzipan. I'm on my second bar of marzipan. Like, well, marzipan
Are the
is my,
pants still fitting?
yeah,
Okay.
a little more junk in my trunk, but
Robbie's not going to complain.
nor am I. I am loud and proud. I am okay. I am absolutely comfortable in my skin. So,
Yes, yes, you are, and it's amazing. I was wondering because so many words in Danish are very literal, if it's snow machine as the direct translation, but no, the Danish is sne scooter, so snow scooter.
okay. Oh boy, that's funny.
I'm, su- I'm surprised they even know what they are. They don't really get much snow.
Why don't I show you guys my stripe hype sweater? I'm actually down on um I'm at the bottom of it now. These are my colors that I've chosen.
Hmm.
I don't know how to. Anyway, so there I am down at the bottom,
Yeah,
finishing up
you're
the
doing
ribbon.
well.
And then I
When
just
you
have the
hold it in front
sleeves.
of your face, though, it's hard to hear you.
Well, I noticed last week when I was wearing that big sweater, my big comfy sweater, because I didn't want to wear a bra, um, that I guess my ear,
Your
mm,
microphone?
thank you, my microphone kept getting like caught up in it, and then like you could hear this scratchy whatever.
Mm.
So, question, did you do a poll or anything to figure out what our game plan is? What people want, don't want?
No,
Haven't had time. That's okay.
no. I figure it's something they'll let us know over the next few weeks as we
Hmm.
see them or hear from
Hmm.
them.
Sounds like a good plan.
If people want to post a comment now, we'll definitely be able to see it, and it'll give us an idea of what we should be doing. This is the final week. I do
Hmm.
have a question about, and I guess I could have actually read the pattern, but it's just so much easier to just ask you what I'm doing. With these snowflakes,
Hmm.
did you do I stitch through them or do I like whip around them and stitch into the like the Ada cloth?
Honestly, I would. So you're gonna
Mhm.
cut them, right? You're gonna cut them,
Yeah,
right? So
right
I,
in that little X.
so I would get it centered and use one of your really sharp needles and just do like a tacking stitch.
Okay,
Uh,
just tack it down.
yeah, and then I would go over, and then just tack down each. So go over each leg
So
of the
by leg,
snowflake.
you mean like this lower
That's
piece?
right. But I would do it underneath the like the points, like the top points.
So like right here?
Yeah, underneath those three, because then it's not going to slide around or anything. That's what I would do.
Okay, and then do you do like each of those little three ones as well or no?
I would do all of them actually. I would do all six legs and
Okay,
tack them down.
okay.
Because you
And
just
I'm
don't
doing
want it
that.
to move, especially if it's on a pillow. Like if you plan on making a pillow or a project bag. I mean, if you were going to turn it into a wall hanging,
Yeah.
then it wouldn't matter as much because people aren't going to be up there rubbing on it. And well, I mean, I don't know, they might be, but that'd be weird. Um, oh shit, I did that wrong. Um, sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just having a bit of a chuckle. Um, Let me just.
I'm
You
doing a
mentioned.
twisted, what's that?
Go ahead.
I'm doing a twisted rib stitch. So I have to knit through the back loop of my knit stitch, and I kept knitting through the front leg. So then
Oh,
it
okay.
just changes. A, a knitter will understand what I'm saying. It just changes the look of it if you do it wrong.
So we have a class prepared to show people how to take a completed project and turn it into a project bag.
Okay.
So this is what a project bag could look like. So that's the cow that you stitched.
Oh, did you guys finish that?
Yeah, yeah.
That looks
Linda
so
Clark
good.
did, right? And this is the fabric that everyone voted on.
Awesome.
So we'll have to share it. It looks a little sideways here. I didn't do a great job of stuffing something in to take a photo, but
That's okay.
I did grab a photo while I was in store. Isn't
Oh,
it the
that looks
cutest little
so,
cow?
it is cute. Yeah, it's really cute. Huh.
Yeah, that could be a good project for a farm, for sure,
Yeah,
right?
I could see, well, Aunt Deb, um, well, she
I don't
doesn't
know.
want
Is
a
she tired
Jersey
of all the
cow.
cows?
I don't know. When you're a farm girl, I think, like, I love the smell of cow shit. Like,
Hmm.
absolutely love the smell of it, but I guess there's other people that think it's disgusting.
It's not one of my favorite scents to
Really?
admit.
Well, I wouldn't go and
Yeah.
roll in it, but I
Oh,
do
I
love.
wiped out chasing our beagle who was trying to eat the cows. Yeah, I know cow tipping's not really a thing, but she thought it was a sport.
Who cuddles?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
and I'd have to go running out with my Kraft cheese slices and carrots to try to get her out of the farmer's field.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the project bag, we can do it either with your cross stitch piece or just with fabric, which I think is good. It gives you a bunch of different options, right?
What's the closure on the top of it?
It's a zipper
Okay, perfect.
and it's fully lined. I wonder, hmm, did I take a picture of the lining? That would have made sense. Oh, I did. Or it's in a video. I'll just pause the video. Haha.
Oh, is that sweary?
Yeah.
That's cute. That's really cute. I would have
Yep.
put a cheaper, well, I don't know the price of it, but I would have just thrown in some cheap.
I don't know. There's something about opening up a bag and seeing phrases like felt cute might stab something,
Yeah, fair.
right? It's fun. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair.
so
So are
yeah.
you done and ready and organized for Christmas or what?
So because we decorated the store,
Mm,
um, and Audrey's been helping the elf on the shelf.
mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think she's really up for doing much here, which, you know what? I'm okay with it.
She's at that
So,
age.
yeah.
Are
Um,
you hosting this year?
no, no, we're not.
Perfect,
Um,
even better.
Tim's aunt is on the memory floor at a retirement home community. I don't know what to call it. It's actually nice. We went to visit her, was it last weekend? Yeah, I think it was last weekend. And she hasn't seen me in a while. Probably didn't know who I was. Um, but I commented as we came in. I'm like, "This is a pretty nice hotel you stay at." Told her, "Oh, you're on the penthouse floor." You know, try to make it a positive thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's not going to remember me, but I think she remembers how she feels. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so we're going to do Christmas there so that she can be a part of it.
Awesome. That's really exciting. For her too. I mean, it might be overwhelming at first, but it's important.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
and they've been good about finding us a quieter space that will accommodate us. And mom's coming too.
super. That's good. Mama love it.
Yeah. So we got our
Have you got
turkey.
her
We
Christmas list yet?
don't need a list from her. We share the same hobby.
Well, she told me like a couple of things, and then there was one thing I was like, I don't even know what that means. So maybe you can just help me.
I can help you, I'm sure.
Hmm.
We can talk offline though, because mom's going to watch this.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, if she just sent me the damn list, I wouldn't have to go behind the scenes to get help. Hint, hint, mother. I've asked her a couple of times. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So,
Hey, did you guys
so
name your elf?
no, we did a social media post and people have been having an absolute blast with it.
Mm-hmm.
because there's a picture of the elf where it's asking for a name. There's some
Yeah.
good names that have come up though.
I know I picked mine.
Did you?
I did.
Which one was it?
I said, well, somebody else had put Stitch, and I was like, oh, that's brilliant. And then I was like, yes, I also, I'm not sure if I said all of these words. I probably did. But anyway, I said that I also I choose Stitch because
It's
Stitch
inclusive
is inclusive to all mediums.
at the store.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Some are really cute though. Like some of the kids came up with sewing snowing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, I had to post them because they wrote a sticky note while they were in class.
Oh, okay.
So we have sticky notes up at the cache.
I
Candy
really
cane.
liked Rip, but then I was like, then it's like frogging. Nobody likes
It's
to frog.
it's good, but it made me think of Rip Van Winkle.
Oh,
Did I get the name right?
mm, uh, I'll just agree with you.
Nomi's kind of cute because we
Hmm.
sell Genomi's.
Yeah,
Uh, there was more on Facebook too.
there was lots on Facebook. There's some really sparkly, I think was one, and Rip and Singer, and there was a few cute ones that I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. But I was like, I
Yeah.
want it to be all inclusive.
I get where you're coming from. I do. Oh, we might have more since I've been in. Mary Stitchmas,
Oh, that's cute.
right? Singer. Dart, I thought was cute, or Zipper.
Mm-hmm.
Jingle Threads, Twinkle Spools,
Very cute.
Taylor. Because Taylor's like a name, right? Although Sparky's
Like
nice.
Taylor Swift, Tammy? Or Ashley's daughter Taylor,
Taylor Stitch.
right?
Oh my gosh, I kind of like that one.
Right?
Patch. Although that made me think of Patch Adams.
I love that
Nomi,
movie.
short for Nomi. Mr. Thimbles was cute.
Yeah, I
Oh
like
man.
Thimbles. It's gonna be hard.
Taylor
It's
Stitch, though.
right. But when you said Patch Adams, that like I love that movie, and we all know, well, at this point, people should realize that I have a really warped sense of humor, and like, well, anything can make me laugh. But I think my favorite part of that movie, do you know where I'm going? When he was having all the gynecologists come in for a convention and he decorated. Oh my
I
goodness, you need to
don't
go
remember the scene.
rewatch the movie. So funny. So funny. Anyway, what else have we
Um,
got?
how did he decorate?
When he did when he did the like the legs up in stirrups for the door and they all had to enter. Oh my gosh.
Oh, now you're coughing.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So you want to do a yarn stitch along.
I want to do, I intend to do a blanket. So there's a free pattern for this blanket, and it's actually a more of a beginner's course, which I would consider myself a intermediate, maybe leaning towards advanced
I'm the
knitter,
beginner.
but um, there's Pearl Together, who is a knitting they don't call them floss tubers. She gives you tutorials on how to do the stitches, like how to do the knitting. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like teaching you stocking stitch, garter stitch, how to cable, how to do lace, how to strand and do color work. And stranding and color work is, it's this, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it's what you do in all your Scandinavian sweaters, your Fair Isles and Icelandic. And anyway, so I could talk a day to a dead man about knitting as well, but I would love people to join me and participate. And there's a block a month, so not a lot. And I think the blocks are like, I don't know, 64 by 64. So like you would cast on
Are you talking
64.
stitches? Okay.
So you would
I'm like, we're
cast on.
not talking inches, right?
No,
That's
sorry.
huge.
No, sorry. So you're casting on, I think, don't quote me. I think it's 64, um, which is not a lot, like really not a lot, by 64 rows. And, if you divided that out, it's like 2 rows a day per
Mm-hmm.
month, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
you're stitching, 150 roughly stitches per day.
Okay.
And I mean, this is 200 and some odd stitches in the round. And I was doing, I could get 4 stripes or 5 stripes a night done. Right. So
Okay.
really, yeah, it's wouldn't take any time at all.
Hmm. So my issue is that we don't have space in the store for yarn. We get asked for it all the time though, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense for us to be your crafting destination, right? Because one craft leads into the other. Like somebody came in to buy a sewing machine, never
Hmm.
sewn before in her life, and she's bought a lovely sewing machine, and it's because she's a printmaker and now she wants to start doing it with fabric.
Good.
And it's like, yeah, I can totally see how one leads into the other, leads into the other. So we are bringing in more sashiko stuff,
And that,
trying it. But yarn, maybe it could be like a pre-order thing if there's enough interest.
yeah, I would say, well, and I can speak the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is a project by Barocco or Barocco, if I'm pronouncing that right. And they're using their antique vintage worsted weight. I'm not. I'll either do worsted or I'll do DK weight. And this is
Mm-hmm.
DK weight, and this is actually the Barocco vintage, antique vintage, or whatever it's called. It's a lovely, lovely yarn. So it's acrylic. There's a little bit of wool in it. It is not. It's not your typical itchy, and it's machine washable. So that's important for me when I'm knitting sweaters or blankets. Especially like this, I'll wear all the time, right? So
Yeah.
I need to be able to throw it in the washing machine. Obviously, you're gonna lay it to dry, not hang. You're gonna lay it flat to dry. But
Mm-hmm.
anything for your couch, I debated. I love alpaca, right? It's my favorite fiber to knit
Oh, it's
with.
so soft. It's very
Yeah.
easy to shrink though.
Well, and you can't machine wash alpaca, and you cannot dry alpaca because it will felt up, right? This
Oh,
is
yes, it
alpaca.
does.
Yes, I know. This is all alpaca, right? I have a stash. I have a stash of alpaca fiber.
Yeah.
So, but no, um, I'm not going to knit a blanket for my couch that people are going to use all the time that I can't
Mm-hmm.
wash, right? Can you imagine hand washing? And it's a big blanket, right? It's 12 blocks. And then you're going to be seaming those and then um, doing your row on the outside. I can't think of the word, your binding on the outside, I guess.
Oh,
So
okay.
and that's all taught, right? It's all beginner, and I'll be doing it too. So
Interesting.
yeah, so if
Yeah.
anybody wants to participate and join me, I'm hoping, I've asked Tammy if she can, if we can just do this flow through, right? She can just order the yarn because obviously I want to support her to buy my yarn, and then, but if
Although if
she,
somebody has a relationship with a knitting store, I do not mean to be mucking about with other stores. Like
no, of course
there's
not.
space for us all,
Hmm.
right?
There absolutely is. I just, for me, right, I'm a cross stitcher and I'm a knitter, so I want to support you. And so, in
Which
order
we
to,
appreciate.
yeah, of course. But I can't support you if you're not selling,
What you're looking
though.
for. Yeah.
That's right. And that's okay, right? I buy my bothy kits from you, any bothy kit I buy from you. So,
Mhm.
um, but I mean, is there a want out there? And I think there is, right? There's a community out there that wants to participate and do lots of different things. So,
And when does the stitch along start?
starts in January. And I should say that, this is the yarn that you would be using.
Hmm.
I think there's 156 different colors, and that sounds incredibly scary. I know it does. There are currently,
156 different colors that you use in this project?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
to choose from.
to choose from,
Oh,
right? So there's, I think, 4 or 5 different color palettes put together already. I think it's 6. No, I think it's 5 colors per blanket. Um, and then there's 4 or 5 different color palettes already. I already know. There's 2 that I really, really like. There's a neutral, there's I think a coastal one. There's a berries, like a pinks in different colors, and then an electric, right? But somebody, if you wanted to do rainbow colors, you could do rainbow. Oh, I should tell Manuela about this. I'm going to. Anyway, sorry, just went off on a tangent. But you could do rainbow. You could do blues. Whatever. It doesn't matter, right? You could do camo colors if that's your gig. I already know that I'm going to deviate from what's been suggested out there because that's how I work, and that's what I'm going to do. But I already have 1 or 2 friends who want to participate and do this blanket. So,
okay.
for a beginning stitch, it's, if you want to move past
My washcloths? My
washcloths,
scarf?
scarves,
Oops.
excuse me.
I can knit a toque
Um,
in the ground.
and you know what? If you get to a point where you're like, I don't want to stitch, I don't want to do lace. Lace just, I've tried it before, I don't like it, then don't. Just repeat a block, right?
Hmm.
You do you, because everybody's blanket is going to be completely unique. But at the end of it, you have a substantial project, right? And it's broken down into bite-sized pieces, right? How do you eat an elephant? Well, you don't just go at it in a moment, right? You
That's a
do it one bite at a
horrible,
time.
horrible saying.
It's, well, it's, what you use, right? It's the analogy that's used out there. So, well, same
Okay.
as like any goal, right? How do you,
Break it into achievable
that's
pieces.
right, absolutely. Right? Break it up by the month, by the quarter, by the week, by the day, whatever works for
Hmm.
you.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's our website. It's still a coming.
that's right. It's a
But
work in progress, right?
we finally fixed the DNS in the background. So you can type in thesewingcafe.ca and it actually forwards now.
Sorry, DNS?
Yeah, it's what the part that was breaking that wasn't allowing it to come
Oh,
through
it's
the way it
like,
should.
that's the word. It's not an acronym, or
I don't know what it's an acronym for.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
technical term.
Okay.
Figured out how to fix it, not what it actually is.
Perfect.
Right.
Sometimes.
It's like, what do I need to know to make this work? So,
Mhm. Perfect.
okay. So, yeah, maybe I'll just like finish out my tree a little bit, call it there. I can save the threads to stitch onto something else at some point and make myself a little project bag so that it doesn't look like this hot mess.
Throw it in the milkmaid bag.
No, that needs to stay at the store.
Oh, it's cute
Although
though. Lots of people when they saw that.
I might make a project bag out of this fabric because I love my Kona cottons and they came out with fabric that's like the full.
Oh, it's
Okay,
like
it's not the full color range, but it's like a color swatch. Isn't that fun?
yeah, it's just it really is actually. We have I can't remember what they're called now. I have like a book with all my DMC floss in it. And
Yeah.
then I use it all the time. All the time when I'm choosing projects and
Mhm.
I'm looking
Mhm.
for a whatever
Specific
matching.
color for something. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, we are going to watch Put Your Crazy Away, Beth. Beth Dutton. Robbie calls me Beth Dutton all the time and tells me to put my crazy away. And
Oh yeah.
Yellowstone. That's it. And it's quite funny. It makes me laugh, but I had no idea what the hell that meant about a month or so ago. And then I binged um, Yellowstone, and now I'm right in. And I absolutely love Beth. She's my favorite character.
So the quilt that she wraps herself up in every time you see her naked,
Hmm.
I don't know how far along you are yet.
I'm like every week we're waiting for the next show to come. So that's like we're
Oh, yeah, I don't have Paramount, so I got cut
oh.
off when they switched, and I'm like, guys, I was mid-season. Like, what the hell? Give a person
Hmm.
warning. Um, so yeah,
I'm fully
I'm not.
caught up.
I am not. So no spoilers,
Oh
but
no, but oh boy, I full on sobbed, like sitting here going like the hiccuping sob
oh,
watching. Yeah.
I can believe it. Um, so the quilt that she's constantly wrapped up in, we have that as a kit in store. So if somebody wants a
Oh,
back quilt,
oh, it's like reds and taupe or something, isn't it? Isn't
yeah,
it?
gray. So there's like
Okay.
what we would call a nine patch. So there's nine
Mm,
patches in one block, and then it's turned so that it's on point. So the
okay.
triangles or the squares aren't like this, they're like this.
Okay, like diamonds.
Yeah. I actually
Okay.
have a book recommendation for you.
Oh, ooh, tell me.
It's The Secret Keeper by Genevieve Graham.
Okay.
So it's Canadian historical fiction,
Yes.
and it's about two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Twin sisters Dot and Dash Wilson share many things, and while they're practically inseparable, they are nothing alike. So Dot's fascinated by books, puzzles, and Morse code, um, which was taught to both girls by their father, who was a veteran from World War One.
Okay.
Dash's days are filled with fixing engines, dancing with friends, and dreaming of flying airplanes. So it's actually talking about their journey during the war as Canadian girls who both joined the Wrens. So Dash became a mechanic and ends up flying planes. Dot's a typist and actually ends up in a top secret spy school. So I
Cool.
won't
Have you read
tell you
it?
more than that. Yeah, it was so good. Catherine, our quilt instructor, has my copy of the book right now.
Okay.
And Pat, who you sometimes see in the store on Saturdays helping
Hmm.
out quite often, she's been reading it and is like, this book is so good.
I can't remember the name of those two books that I just finished couple 3 months ago. Um, I'll have to send them to you. They were really good. But I'll make that my Christmas read, The Secret
Okay.
Keeper. Just send me a quick. Right now I'm on book 7. I just finished The Chaos, well, The Wheel of Time, by Jordan, Robert Jordan. So now I'm book 7.
Okay.
So good. So good.
Yeah. Aunt Deb's just joining us.
Oh, hiya, Deb. You missed us.
I
You
think we're just
missed,
wrapping up.
yeah, you missed all of Tammy's, eccentric, crazy attitude and my gentleness.
I
We
call
talked.
bullshit on that one, but you
I
like
was
the
just gonna
smell
say,
of it, don't you?
right? We did talk about bullshit tonight, so yeah.
You'll have to go back and watch on YouTube or on Facebook. I don't know if Instagram keeps it or not.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And Deb says she's gonna watch it later. She sent me a private.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, so
All
yeah.
right.
So thank you everyone for joining us for the stitch along.
Yeah.
Hopefully you end up with a project you're proud of.
And finished. Oh, sorry. Okay,
You've got
I think it's
coughing.
time for me to
Sorry.
go. I'm coughing now.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Okay,
Enjoy your holidays.
night, everybody.
Bye.